What's up, world? Good people. Let me turn this music off. What's up, good people? Man, I'm dealing with this Atlanta traffic. So I decided, man, I might well give my people, man, a good little story, man. Something to chew on, right? You know, they call me Mio. The name of the channel is Rev Mio TV. I am a real preacher. I am a licensed and ordained. That's ultimately my, you know what I'm saying, my place to be. Eventually I'll be pastoring. You know, so that's my lane. I'm a mentor. Shout out to my homie, George Oliver, founder of Jump Forward Incorporated. Part of what we do is mentorship, man, mentoring these kids and youth and stuff, man. I'm co-founder, he's the founder. Shout out to all the other good people, man, that we have been able to work with in this mentorship space. I'm driving my truck right now, as y'all see. Forgive me, man. I got on like work clothes when I got out of prison in 2017. I started a trucking company not long after that. You know what I'm saying? I was running 4 trucks. Now I'm running 2. You know what I'm saying? If you got some questions about the trucking industry, you can hit me up about that too. I'm running 2 trucks now because I had some drivers, man, that just got careless, started running the stuff, hitting stuff, man. A bunch of insurance stuff, you know what I'm saying, going on with that. So anyway, the name of today's story, the title is My Girlfriend, Her Mama, and a 2x4. Yeah, my girlfriend, her mama, and a 2x4. Yeah, when I say 2x4, that's what I'm talking about, a stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a 2x4, a real one. So,
87 miles on I-75.
man, we was living in these apartments in Marietta, right? In Marietta. That's where I'm from. Marietta, Georgia, right? Marietta. Right outside of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Right outside of Atlanta. So Atlanta, you understand what I'm saying? But it's Marietta. That's where I'm from, Marietta. Marietta to the proper talking people, but it's Marietta for us. So we was living in these apartments called Kennesaw Village in Marietta. Roach infested Kennesaw Village, right? Could never get rid of them roaches, man. We couldn't never get rid of them roaches, man. I don't care how hard we tried, because I remember for years, like, my mom and them would be talking to the other, you know, residents, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Robbie McClure, Man Cave Barbershop. He lived on the right-hand side. Shout out to Travis Zachary, Crystal Zachary, and all that crew. Lived directly on the left-hand side. Famous Clemson great Travis Zachary. And then on the other side of Travis Zachary, Sayadi and his family live, right? So, man, we could never get rid of them roaches, man, because every time we bomb our apartment, then they'll run over next door. Every time next door bomb their apartment, they run back over to our house. You know, so it kind of ran like that right there. So anyway, man, it was around about I was in the 8th grade going into the 9th grade, and it's summertime. So it's between the 8th grade and the 9th grade is summertime. So I guess I was about 13, maybe 12, 13. I think I was 13, I guess. So I had a girlfriend, right? We had been dating, man, about probably, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months. So this particular girlfriend, now I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say her mother name because, you know what I'm saying, I'm just not going to say their name. You know what I mean? Some of y'all who see this story, y'all might be able to kind of figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all might figure it out. But if you figure it out, then just don't put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going with this girl, man, and her mama didn't play. Like, everybody knew, like, this girl mama didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Her mama known for, you know what I'm saying? Her mama didn't play, period. Now, the entire time that me and the girl was dating, you know, whatever, little 3-4 month span, she could never come to my house. She could never even come to that section of the apartments. I lived in the top of the apartments, all the way at the top of the apartments is where I lived at. She lived, I'm not gonna tell you exactly where she lived at, because some of y'all will try to figure it out like that. She, put it like this, she lived somewhere else in the apartments that wasn't close to me, right? So, man, the entire time that we had been dating, she could never come to my house. That was out. Even when I went to her house, I could never go in. I never went inside her house, not even use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I could go and like sit on the porch or stand on the porch or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was limited. That was limited. You understand what I'm saying? Her mama didn't play. So we talked on the phone, you know, stuff like that. So this particular time, right? I'm like 13 years old, remember? My mama gone out of town. My mama gone to Washington, D.C. I'll never forget, right? My mama had some friends in Washington, D.C. So my mama, friends and stuff up there had something going on. So my mama made her way up to Washington, D.C. So me and my brother was at home alone. You know what I'm saying? And we was kind of mischievous a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So my brother Dundee was a year and 5. He's a year and 5 months older than me. So he the big brother. I'm the little brother. Now, me and Dundee used to be at home alone a lot because my mama used to work 2 and 3 jobs all the time, right? So my mama used to work 2 and 3 jobs. Me and Dundee used to be home alone a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get into mischievous stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't selling drugs and stuff like that yet. That was coming a few years down the line. But we was getting into, you know, kind of mischievous stuff. So I'm leading up to this to lay the story out, but to say this: parents, number one, know what your kids doing, man. Be involved in what they doing. Try not to leave your kids and stuff at home. I don't care how responsible you think they are, or whatever, how much you think you trust them. Don't leave them at home. And do pop-ups on your kids. Don't let them know when you coming home and stuff, man. Pop up on them and see what they doing, right? So, and number 2, be receptive to good advice. Because here's what happened with my mom in the situation, right? So, I was playing basketball for the Kennesaw Village Fast Breaks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cedric Hill, Dwayne Cooper, Jim with the rope, Pastor Darius Dunson, Eric Gaines, man, hey man, all the fellas, man. Shout out to our coach Joe Bailey. So anyway, my coach had went to my mama and told my mama, said, listen, said, your boys, if you're not careful, they're gonna be the kind of boys that grow up and go to prison, right? So my mama didn't play either. But okay, my mama was not receptive to this advice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it came out wrong, came off wrong, or whatever. So my mama, she wasn't receptive at all. And he wasn't trying to be vicious or vindictive or nothing like that. I was the dude, our coach, I was his favorite. You know what I'm saying? He was crazy about me, man. I was his favorite, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was known. It showed that I was his favorite. I was the MVP of the team, got the MVP trophy and everything, right? So he wasn't trying to be vindictive. He was just seeing certain behaviors that might get me and my brother in trouble down the line, that it would progress into something else or whatever. So my mama she wasn't receptive to it at all. So she made me quit the team for like 2 games, you know what I'm saying? I begged my mama, and she let me go back and play. But, so now, fast forward. Me and my girlfriend, now, she had never been to my house, and I ain't never been inside of hers, you know what I'm saying? I stand on the front porch of her apartment or whatever and talk to her, whatever. So, all of a sudden, one day, now 3 or 4 months we've been dating, she ain't never been nowhere near the part of the apartments where I live. I'm sitting on the front porch one day, right? And all of a sudden, she come walking around the corner. Now she walking down the sidewalk coming straight toward me. And I'm looking like, what was she doing up here? You know what I'm saying? So she come on over there, you know what I'm saying? And we sitting on the front porch and we chopping it up. And so I asked her, you know, I said, what you doing up here? I said, you ain't never came, you know what I'm saying? You know, so she say whatever she say, you know what I'm saying, kind of playfully or whatever, and brush it off. So I'm 13, I ain't really thinking, you know, it's a big deal or nothing like that, you know, like, but at the same time, it's strange that she over my house. So then, after a few minutes, you know, we go in, probably get a little snack or something, probably get some Kool-Aid or whatever. So we come in and out the house a couple times, then we sitting on the porch. We sitting on the porch again, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting on her left side. I'm sitting on the girl left side. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, she just get up and strike out running inside of our apartment. She run the apartment and close the door. So when she do that, I'm looking and something tell me, don't jump up. So I don't jump up. I look over my left shoulder and boy, I see her mama walking up the street. She haven't made that right turn yet to come toward our apartment. But I see her mama walking up the street. But she got a 2x4 on her shoulder, but she got a 2x4 on her shoulder. Like this. She got the 2x4. Let me get my what you call it. She got the 2x4 on her shoulder like this. It's a 2x4 though. You know what I'm saying? It's way bigger than this. It's a 2x4. It's on her shoulder like this. So she make the right turn. Not on the sidewalk. She walking out in the parking lot in the street part. So she walking in the street. And boy, she turn over and she look at me. She mean mugging me. She got a 2x4 on her shoulder. And she walking. She walking. And the whole time, she staring at me. She mean mugging me, right? So I ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? So she walk on by me. And the whole time, her head doing this. She walking by me. She looking dead at me. So she walk on past me. She go all the way down to the end of the parking lot. It's a dead end. She turn around. When she turn around, I'm still sitting on the porch now with my heart beating like this. You know what I'm saying? So she's still in the street. She ain't on the sidewalk. She turned back around. She lock eyes with me again. She mean mugging me again. She still got that 2x4. She walk all the way down now. The whole time she looking at me. She ain't turned her head. She ain't moved her eyes. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? She looking at me. She looking at me. Listen. Hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Turn your notifications on. You know what I'm saying? And comment. Subscribe. Like. Comment. Notifications. Alright? And share. Okay. So her mama walked back past me with this 2x4. Mean mugging me, right? She mean mugging me. So I let her mama get out of sight. Her mama done made that left hand turn like going back down the hill. I let her mama get out of sight. So when the mama get out of sight, I get up, I go in the house. If I go in the house, I call the girl. I ain't gonna, this is not her real name. I said I'm not gonna share her name on here, right? So I go in the house, I'm like, Mary. So no answer. So I go upstairs, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking in my room and looking around upstairs and stuff. She's not upstairs. I go downstairs, go down to the basement, you know what I'm saying? I get down there and I see the patio door, the sliding door is open, it's cracked. So she done ran out the back door, you know what I'm saying? So I close the door, I lock it, okay, now I know something going on. Boy, something going on, right? Something going on. You know what I'm saying? Something going on, right? So now, man, okay, I go back outside, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like in my front yard area, right? I go back outside in my front yard area, you know, I'm just kind of kicking these other kids or whatever out there, you know, we just kind of doing what we do. Everybody doing their thing. So then I remember I'm sitting back on my porch. And all of a sudden, my girlfriend come walking back up. My girlfriend come walking back up, right? So now I know something going on. So she come walking back up and she just sit down like ain't nothing happening. So I'm like, man, what's going on? So, you know, I'm trying to ask her what's going on. So she like, ain't nothing going, you know, she trying to like brush it off. She don't want to tell me. So I said, man, come on in the house for a minute. You know, so we go in the house, right? Now, so I said, man, sit down, man, tell me what's going on. You know, your mama done came, you know, walking down the street with a 2x4. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so she break down, she tell me. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes things get uneasy at home, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. She done ran away from home. Alright? So she break down and tell me, listen, I done ran away from home. So she said, so I said, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's the plan? I said, well, look, you know, you can stay over here, but you gotta, you know, be gone before my mama get back. Remember, my mama gone for like 3-4 days, right? My mama gone for like 3-4 days. You know what I'm saying? So my mama out of town. You know what I'm saying? So she like, yeah, okay, but she said, I got a plan. I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So she tell me where she is going. She said I just get up and go in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we, you know, looking at like, you know, 7-8 o'clock in the morning, you know, something like that. So, okay, cool. Fast forward, right? Fast forward, right? Now, the girl, she spend the night, right? Remember, I'm 8th grade going into 9th grade. I'm probably about 13 years old, something like that. I think she was a year behind me in school. So I'm probably a year older than her. So if I'm 13, she probably was 12. You know what I'm saying? So she spend the night, right? Man, we ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got a heart too. I ain't even try to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like in my heart, I'm sympathetic to, you know, what's going on or whatever. And I can tell too, she like shaking. She trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like next steps or whatever. So we lay down, we go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? We get in my bed, we go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So, man, all of a sudden, it ain't even 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like right before 5. It's like right before 5 o'clock in the morning. She waking me up. She like, Mio. She like, I'm about to go. She said, I think I should go ahead and leave. So I was like, man, you don't want to wait a couple hours or something? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna walk you to where you're going. And where she was going, it probably was maybe a 2.5, maybe 3 mile walk. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So she like, nah. She was like, then I better go ahead and go outside. I said, okay, I'm gonna walk you. I'm gonna walk you all the way to where you're going. So she like, nah. She insisted. She refused to let me walk her to where she was going. So I don't know if she was telling me the truth about where she was going, if she was really going somewhere else or whatever. But anyway, she didn't let me walk her to where she was going, right? But we got up, and I think, you know what I'm saying, she might have grabbed a quick little snack breakfast or something real quick and shot on out the door. You know what I'm saying? I watched her walk to like, it probably as far as I could see her visually. So I close the door, man. I go on back upstairs. I get on in the bed. I go back to sleep. So it ain't about 30 minutes later, man, after this girl done took off, all of a sudden, man, somebody is beating on our front door with an object. Like, you can tell it's an object. You can tell they was not knocking with their hand. They was hitting our door with something. So I wake up. So me and Dundee, we like kind of meet each other in the hallway, because his room was like, you know, he come out his front door, I'm gonna run into him. So we kind of meet each other in the hallway, and we like, you know what I'm saying, we like, you gotta be the police or something, like, you know what I'm saying. So man, so we go to my mama room, And if the window, and anybody remember living in Kennesaw Village, then you know that master bedroom, it overlooked the front door. So the window is up, right? So we go and we looking out the window. You can look down, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can look down and see who at the door. You know what I'm saying? If they standing back far enough, you can see who it is. So we can see who it was. We can see the top of her head, like, you know what I'm saying? And, well, she got that 2x4. She got that 2x4. And she like, bam, 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 bam. She hitting our door with that 2x4 still, right? So we standing up there, and me and Dundee, we doing this. We ain't gonna say nothing, you know what I'm saying? So she won't leave though. She like, open this door. I know y'all in there, so she wasn't leaving. So finally, my brother gonna say, who is it? So she called out her name. She says, it's Miss So-and-so. Is Mio in there? Is Mio home? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared to say something. So I said, yes ma'am, this Mio. So she said, she called her daughter name. She said, is Mary in there? Remember, that ain't her real name. Now she said, is Mary in there? So I said, no ma'am. She said, well, they said that she been over here. I need to come in there and see. I need to come see for myself. So I said, no ma'am, she stopped by yesterday, but she been gone. I ain't seen her since yesterday, right? So the mama, she ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? So she like, well, I need to come in there and see. So me and Dundee, we ain't saying nothing. We like, you know what I'm saying? So finally she said, are y'all gonna let me come in that house and y'all gonna let me come in there and see for myself? So then Dundee holler like, you know, we up there like, Dundee say, my mama said we can't have no company. Man, I'm up there like this. Me and Dundee I'm trying to hold my laugh in, right? So she said again, are y'all gonna let me come in there and see if my daughter's in there? So my brother said again, my mama said we can't have no company. Man, I'm up there about to cry laughing, right? So the lady say, okay, all right, I got something for you. I got something for y'all. Man, so she take off walking with that 2x4. She got the 2x4. You know what I'm saying? She got that 2x4 now. She take off walking. Man, me and Dundee hit the floor, man. We cracking up laughing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, probably about it probably was about 20 minutes or so later, man. This time somebody knocking on our door. You can tell they knocking. Them knuckles there. You can tell them knuckles right there. Boom, knock, 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 knock. This the police. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the window again. We looking over there. So we see police cars out there, man. Listen, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. We see police cars out there. You know what I'm saying? Cobb County police at the door. So they like, so we like, who is it? So the mama standing over there with the police or whatever. She's standing on the sidewalk. The police at the door. So we like, who is it? So they like, Cobb County police. So we like, oh, all right, hold on a minute. So I go down there and I go to the door. I open the door. So the police were like, where's the adult or something of the house? So I just said, my mama not home right now, whatever. Back in them days, now things was a little different. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if 13, whatever, Dundee might have been 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess that qualified for being able to be home by yourself or whatever. It was different back in them days. So the police, it wasn't no big deal. Okay, so police said, well, we need to do a search of this residence or whatever, to see if this woman's daughter is here, whatever. So I told the police, hey, look, I ain't seen her since yesterday. She stopped by, I ain't seen her since. You know what I'm saying? So police came in, they searched the house, they looked in every room, they looked up under the beds and the closets and this, that, and the third, went down to the bed. So they searched the house, you know what I'm saying? So the girl was not in there. Of course, she gone, right? She gone. So they leave, police leave, right? So now, man, I was so shook up that boy, look, me and that girl didn't speak again till, boy, look, man, we didn't speak again probably, probably was a year or something, probably about over a year or something before we even said hey to each other again, boy. But her mama shook me up with that 2x4. Her mama shook me up, boy. Her mama shook me up. I see her, you know what I'm saying, boy, I keep on going. To this day, we ain't never had a conversation about the situation to this day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never had a conversation to this day about the situation. You know what I mean? Well, listen. Well, her mama scared me away from her. You know what I'm saying? So we broke up without even having to say a word. You know what I'm saying? But she okay now though. You know what I'm saying? You know, the mama still, you know, she's still good and everything. The girl, she okay. She doing well. But we ain't never dated again. We ain't never had a long conversation again. You know what I'm saying? But her mama scared me straight back then. But going back to the giving advice and receiving advice as a parent, it was like stuff like, you know, like that wasn't a big old deal, right? But it was other stuff we were getting into around the neighborhood that was like borderline criminal that Joe Bailey, my coach, was trying to warn my mama of. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, be aware of your kids, right? Because criminal behavior, bad behavior graduates to criminal behavior, right? And that's what usually happens to everybody. You know what I mean? So that's what my coach saw in me and my brother, is that, you know, we needed some behavior changes or whatever. But however he relayed that message to my mama, it came out wrong, or she didn't receive it or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's the story today, man. My girlfriend, her mama, and a 2x4. You know what I'm saying? But me and that girl broke up. When she left my house that morning, at whatever time it was that morning, well, look at here, boy, we were broke up then. You know what I'm saying? We were broke up then. You know what I'm saying? But that's the story today, man. God bless y'all, man. Y'all be blessed. And if y'all don't mind, man, somebody out there, man, let me say a quick prayer real quick, man. I'm going to close this thing out. Dear Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day. Thank you for this time. Thank you for these, your people, Lord. I pray that this message has helped somebody, bless somebody along the way. Father, I pray, Father, for all the youth out there, all the parents, equip us with what we need so that we can do better, Father God. We love you. We thank you, Father. It's in your darling son's name, Yahshua Mashiach, in whom the world knows as Jesus the Christ. Hallelujah and amen. Y'all be blessed.